It's a nice day today. Jessica has brown eyes. There's a very old church in this town. Do you like Italian food? I don't speak any foreign languages. There are some beautiful yellow flowers in the yard. They live in a modern house. Have you met any famous people? The weather is nice today. These flowers are very beautiful. Are you cold? Should I close the window? I'm hungry. Can I have something to eat? The movie wasn't very good. It was boring. Please be quiet. I'm reading. I'm hungry. You look tired. I feel tired. You sound happy. It smells good. It tastes good. You look tired. I feel tired. Eric told me about his new job. It sounds really interesting. I'm not going to eat this fish. It doesn't smell good. He ate his dinner very quickly. Suddenly, the shelf fell down. The train stopped suddenly. I opened the door slowly. Please listen carefully. I understand you perfectly. It's raining heavily. Sue is very quiet. Be careful. It was a bad game. I felt nervous. Sue speaks very quietly. Listen carefully. Our team played badly. I waited out nervously. Sue's job is very hard. Ben is a fast runner. The bus was late. The bus was early. Sue works very hard. Ben can run fast. I went to bed late. I went to bed early. Your English is very good. It was a good game. You speak English very well. Our team played well. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. And you? Rome is old, but Athens is older. Is it cheaper to go by car or by train? Helen wants a bigger car. This coat is okay, but I think the other one is nicer. Don't take the bus. It's easier to take a taxi. How far is it to the station? A mile? No, it's further, about 2 miles. You should be more careful. I don't like my job. I want to do something more interesting. Is it more expensive to go by car or by train? The weather wasn't very good today. The weather wasn't very good yesterday, but it's better today. Do you feel better today? No, I feel worse. Which is worse, a headache or a toothache? I'm taller than you. She's taller than him. The Capitol Hotel is more expensive than the Grand Hotel. Athens is older than Rome. Are oranges more expensive than bananas? It's easier to take a taxi than to take the bus. How are you today? Not bad. Better than yesterday. The restaurant is more crowded than usual. I can run faster than him. I can run faster than he can. You are a better singer than me. You are a better singer than I am. I got up earlier than her. I got up earlier than she did. How much did your shoes cost? $100? No more than that. The movie was very short, less than an hour. They have more money than they need. You go out more than me. Box A is a little bigger than Box B. Box C is much bigger than Box D. Canada is much bigger than France. Sue is a little older than George. She is 25 and he's 24. The hotel was much more expensive than I expected. You go out much more than me. I'm 93. I'm 96. She's old, but she's not as old as he is. Box A isn't as big as Box B. Rome is not as old as Athens. The Grand Hotel isn't as expensive as the restaurant. I don't play soccer as often as you. The weather is better than it was yesterday. It isn't as cold. I don't have as much money as you. I don't know as many people as you. I don't go out as much as you. Rome is not as old as Athens. Athens is older than Rome. Tennis isn't as popular as soccer. Soccer is more popular than tennis. I don't go out as much as you. You go out more than me. She's not as old as him. She's not as old as he is. You don't work as hard as me. You don't work as hard as I do. The weather today is the same as yesterday. The weather today is the same as yesterday. My hair is the same color as yours. I arrived at the same time as Tim. Box A is bigger than box B. Box A is bigger than all the other boxes. Box A is the biggest box. The Best West Motel is more expensive than the Sleep-In. The Best West Motel is more expensive than all the other motels in town. The Best West Motel is the most expensive motel in town. The church is very old. It's the oldest building in the town. What is the longest river in the world? Money is important, but it isn't the most important. Money is important, but it isn't the most important thing in life. Excuse me, where is the nearest bank? Mark is a good player, but he isn't the best on the team. The movie was very bad. I think it's the worst movie I've ever seen. What is the most usual thing you've ever done? I only have $5, not enough for a taxi. She isn't going to take a taxi. She doesn't have enough money. He can't reach the shelf. He isn't tall enough. Is there enough salt in the soup? Yes, it's fine. We wanted to play football, but we didn't have enough players. Why don't you buy a car? You've got enough money. I've got some money, but not enough to buy a car. Would you like some more treat? No thanks. I'd had enough. You're always at home. You don't go out enough. Do you want to go swimming? No, it isn't warm enough. Can you hear the radio? Is it loud enough for you? Don't buy that coat. It's nice, but it isn't long enough. This sweater isn't big enough for me. I don't have enough money for a new car. I don't have enough money to buy a new car. Is your English good enough to have a conversation? There aren't enough chairs for everybody to sit down. His shoes are too big for him. There is too much sugar in it. Can you turn the radio down? It's too loud. I can't work. I'm too tired. I think you work too hard. It's too loud. I don't like the weather here. There is too much rain. Let's go to another restaurant. There are too many people here. Emily studies all the time. I think she studies too much. Traffic is a problem in this town. There are too many cars. The head is too big for him. The music is too loud. Can you turn it down, please? There's too much sugar in my coffee. The head isn't big enough for him. The music isn't loud enough. Can you turn it up, please? There's not enough sugar in my coffee. You are very thin. You don't eat enough. These shoes are too big for him. It's a small house, too small for a large family. I'm too tired to go out. It's too cold to sit outside. She speaks too fast for me to understand. Sue bought some new shoes yesterday. He speaks English very well. I like Italian food very much. Did you watch TV all night? Jack often wears a black hat. We invited a lot of people to the party. I opened the door slowly. Why do you always make the same mistake? I'm going to borrow some money from the bank. We went to a party last night. Liz works to work every day. Will you be at home tonight? I usually go to bed early. We arrived at the airport at 7 o'clock. They've lived in the same house for 20 years. Joe's father has been in the hospital since June. My brother never speaks to me. She's always late. Do you often go to restaurants? I sometimes eat too much. Don't forget to call Laura. I already called her. I have 3 sisters. They're all married. I always drink coffee in the morning. Sarah often goes to church. Sarah often goes to Chicago on business. You sometimes look unhappy. They usually have dinner at 7 o'clock. We rarely watch TV. We seldom watch TV. Nick is a good swimmer. He also plays tennis and volleyball. I have 3 sisters. They all live in the same city. I'm always tired. They are never at home during the day. It is usually very cold here in the winter. When I was a child, I was often late for school. Where's Laura? She's still in bed. I have 2 brothers. They're both doctors. I will always remember you. It doesn't often rain here. Do you usually drive to work? I can never find my keys. Have you ever been to Egypt? Did the phone just ring? They were all invited to the wedding. An hour ago it was raining. It is still raining now. I had a lot to eat, but I'm still hungry. Did you sell your car? No, I still have it. Do you still live in Los Angeles? No, I live in San Francisco now. Bill will be here soon. 20 minutes ago, they were waiting for Bill. Where's Bill? He's very late. They are still waiting for Bill. Bill hasn't come yet. Where's Emma? She isn't here yet. What are you doing tonight? I don't know yet. Are you ready to go yet? Not yet, in a minute. Have you decided what to do yet? No, I'm still thinking about it. She hasn't left yet. She's still here. I haven't finished my homework yet. I'm still doing it. What time is Joe coming? He's already here. I'm going to tell you what happened. That's not necessary. I already know. Sarah isn't coming to the movies with us. She already saw the film. I gave the keys to Sarah. I gave Sarah the keys. That's my book. Give it to me. These are Sue's keys. Can you give them to her? Can you give these flowers to your mother? I rent my car to a friend of mine. Did you send a postcard to Kate? We've seen these pictures. You showed them to us. Give me that book. It's mine. Tom gave his mother some flowers. I lent Joe some money. How much money did you lend him? I sent you an email. Did you get it? Nicole showed us her vacation photos. Can you pass me the salt, please? I bought my mother some flowers. I'm going to the store. Can I get you anything? I'm going to the store. Can I get you anything? Can I get you anything? I'm going to the store. Can I get you anything? I gave the keys to Sarah. I gave Sarah the keys. That's my book. Can you give it to me? Can you give me that book? I gave it to her. Here are the keys. Give them to your father. The car stopped. The driver got out. The car stopped and the driver got out. We stayed home and watched TV. My sister is married and lives in Houston. It doesn't He doesn't like her, and she doesn't like him. I bought a sandwich, but I didn't eat it. It's a nice house, but it doesn't have a garage. Do you want to go out, or are you too tired? I got home, had something to eat, sat down in an armchair and fell asleep. Karen is at work. Sue is shopping and Chris is playing football. It was very hot, so I opened the window. Joe plays a lot of sports, so he's very fit. They don't like the travel, so they haven't been to many places. I opened the window because it was very hot. Joe can't come to the party because he's having town. Liz is hungry because she didn't have breakfast. Because it was very hot, I opened the window. It was late, and I was tired, so I went to bed. I love New York, but I wouldn't like to live there because it's too big. When I went out, it was raining. When I went out, it was raining. It was raining when I went out. When you are tired, don't drive. Don't drive when you are tired. Heather was 25 when she got married. When Heather got married, she was 25. Always look both ways before you cross the street. Before you cross the street, always look both ways. While I was waiting for the bus, it began to rain. It began to rain while I was waiting for the bus. He never played football again after he broke his leg. After he broke his leg, he never played football again. Next week, Sarah is going to New York. She has a friend, Hannah, who lives in New York. But Hannah is also going away to Mexico, so they won't see each other in New York. Hannah will be in Mexico when Sarah is in New York. I'll be in Mexico when you're here. When I get home tonight, I'm going to take a shower. I can't talk to you now. I will talk to you later when I have more time. Please close the window before you go out. Rachel is going to stay in our apartment while we are away. I will wait here until you come back. Rachel is going to stay in our apartment while we are away. Should we take the bus or a taxi? If we take the bus, it will be cheaper. We'll get there more quickly if we take a taxi. If we take the bus, it will be cheaper. If you don't hurry, you will miss the train. If you are hungry, have something to eat. If the phone rings, can you answer it please? It will be cheaper if we take the bus. You will miss the train if you don't hurry. I'm going to the concert if I can get a ticket. Is it okay if I use your phone? Are you going to the concert? Yes, if I can get a ticket. If you see Anna tomorrow, can you ask her to call me? If I'm late tonight, don't wait for me. What should we do if it rains? If I don't feel well tomorrow, I will stay home. Are you going out later? Maybe if I go out, I will close the windows. Are you going out later? Yes, I am. When I go out, I will close the windows. When I get home tonight, I am going to take a shower. If I'm late tonight, don't wait for me. We are going to play basketball if it doesn't rain. If he had the money, he'd buy a fast car. If he had the money, he'd buy a car. He'd buy a car if he had the money. I don't know the answer. If I knew the answer, I'd tell you. It's raining, so we are not going out. We'd get wet if we went out. Emily lives in a city. She likes cities. She wouldn't be happy if she lived in the country. If you didn't have a job, what would you do? I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'd help you if I could. If we had a car, we could travel more. I wouldn't go out if I were you. It's not a very nice place. I wouldn't go there if I were you. It'd be nice if the weather was better. What would Tom do if he were here? I want to go and see Harlan. If I have time, I will go today. I like the jacket. I will buy it if it isn't too expensive. I will help you if I can. I want to go and see Harlan. If I have time, I would go today. I like this jacket, but it's very expensive. I'd buy it if it wasn't so expensive. I'd help you if I could, but I can't. I met a woman. She can speak 6 languages. I met a woman who can speak 6 languages. I can speak 6 languages. Jack was wearing a hat. It was too big for him. Jack was wearing a hat. That was too big for him. Jack was wearing a hat, which was too big for him. A thief is a person who steals things. 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 Do you know anybody who can play the piano? The man who called didn't give his name. The people who work in the office are very friendly. An airplane is a machine that flies. Emma lives in a house that is 100 years old. The people that work in the office are very friendly. An airplane is a machine which flies. Emma lives in a house which is 100 years old. Do you remember the woman who played the piano at the party? The man is carrying a bag. It's very heavy. The bag he's carrying is very heavy. Kate wants some money. What is she going to do with it? What is Kate going to do with the money she won? The bag that he's carrying, the money that she won, the money she won. The man was carrying a bag, the bag the man was carrying. Kate wants some money, the money Kate won. You wanted some books, the books you wanted. We met some people, the people we met. Did you find the books you wanted? The people we met were very friendly. Everything I said was true. The movie we saw was very good. Eve is talking to a man. Do you know the man Eve is talking to? We stayed at a hotel. The hotel we stayed at was near the station. I told you about some books. These are the books I told you about. The hotel where we stayed was near the station. I met a woman who can speak 6 languages. Jack was wearing a hat that was too big for him. I start work at 8 o'clock in the morning. The banks close at 5 o'clock. I can't sleep at night. I'm taking a trip at the end of October. Bye, see you on Friday. See you Friday. Do you work on Sundays? Do you work Sundays? The concert is on November 20. The concert is November 20. I'm leaving on Friday night. I'm leaving Friday night. They like to eat out on the weekend. They like to eat out on weekends. They like to eat out on the weekends. I'm taking a trip in October. Amy was born in 1995. The park is beautiful in the fall. Do you often go out in the evening? Do you often go out in the evening? What are you doing this weekend? We go on vacation every summer. Last summer, we went to Europe. I'm leaving next Monday. Hurry, the train leaves in 5 minutes. Bye, I will see you in a few days. We lived in Japan from 2007 to 2014. I worked from Monday to Friday. We lived in Japan from 2007 until 2014. They're leaving town tomorrow. They'll be away until Friday. I went to bed early, but I wasn't tired. I read a book until 3 a.m. Wait here until I come back. Wait here till I come back. How long will you be away? Until Monday. When are you coming back? On Monday. Joe is in the hospital. He has been in the hospital since Monday. Sue and Dave have been married since 2012. It has been raining since I arrived. We lived in Japan from 2007 to 2014. We lived in Japan until 2014. Now we live in Denver. We came to Denver in 2014. We have lived in Denver since 2014. Joe has been in the hospital for 3 days. Grace stayed with us for 3 days. I'm going away for a few weeks. I'm going away for the weekend. They've been married for 10 years. Everybody feels nervous before a test. I fell asleep during the movie. We were tired after our visit to the museum. Don't forget to close the window before you go out. I often fell asleep while I'm reading. They watched TV after they did the dishes. We didn't speak during the meal. We didn't speak while we were eating. We played basketball for 2 hours. I lived in Florida for a year. I always have breakfast before going to work. After doing the dishes, they watched TV. Before eating the apples, I watched it carefully. I started work after reading the newspaper. I started work after reading the newspaper. Where's David? In the kitchen, in the garden, in Seoul. What's in the box? What's in the bag? What's in the closet? Rachel works in a store. Rachel works in a bank. Rachel works in a factory.
이거는 뭐야? 이거.
아, 공기청정기 안에 들어가는 거 물에 이끼 끼지 말라고 있는 거야. 이제 그거 치우려고 넣어놓으려고. I went for a swim in the river. I went for a swim in the pool. I went for a swim in the ocean.
My favorite color is red. I'm hungry. I'm happy. I'm full. I'm hungry. I'm happy. I'm a man Bhutan.
I live in Busan.
I'm a man Bhutan.
I'm from Korea.
I'm called Korea. 또 뭐지? 또 뭐야?
또 뭐 하고 싶어?
또 무슨 영어가 있지?
저기 다 영어네. Milan is in the north of Italy. Napoli is in the south. I live in a big city, but I'd like to live in the country. There's somebody at the bus stop. There's somebody at the door. The car is waiting at the traffic light. Anna is working at her desk. Write your name at the top of the page. My house is at the end of the street. There are some books on the shelf and some pictures on the wall. There are a lot of apples on those trees. Don't sit on the grass, it's wet. There is a stamp on the envelope. Who's that man on the motorcycle? Where's Kate? She's in bed. David's father is sick. He's in the hospital. I like to look at the stars in the sky at night. What's the largest city? What is the largest city in the world? I read about the accident in the newspaper. You look sad in this picture. Did you come here in your car? There's a big tree in the middle of the yard. Where's Kate? She's at work. Do you want me to meet you at the train station? Do you want me to meet you at the train station? I saw your brother at the post office today. Where were you yesterday? At my sister's. I saw Tom at the doctor's. There weren't many people at the party. We stayed at a nice hotel. Where's your sister? Is she home? No, she's at school. Does your sister have a job? No, she's still in school. No, she's still in college. Did you come here on the bus? The office is on the second floor. I met Anna on the way to work. I met Anna on the way home. My brother lives on a nice street. We are going to New York on Sunday. I want to go to Mexico next year. We walked from my house to the mall. What time do you go to bed? The bus is going to the airport. Karen didn't go to work yesterday. I went to a party last night. We'd like you to come to our house. The State of Liberty is in New York. My brother lives in Mexico. The best stores are in the mall. I like to read in bed. The bus is at the airport. Sarah was at work yesterday. I met a lot of people at the party. Helen stayed at her brother's house. Helen stayed at her brother's house. I'm tired. I'm going home. Did you walk home? I'm staying at home tonight. Dan doesn't work in an office. He works at home. They arrived in this country last week. What time did you arrive at the hotel? What time did you get to the hotel? What time did you get to Tokyo? I was tired when I got home. I was tired when I arrived home. Ashley is next to Ben. Ben is between Ashley and Chelsea. Danny is in front of Ben. Eric is behind Ben. Ashley is on the left. Chelsea is on the right. Ben is in the middle. Anna sitting in front of Brandon. Anna is sitting across from Chris. Chris is sitting across from Anna. Who's that man standing by the window? Our house is by the ocean. If you feel cold, why don't you sit by the fire? The cat is under the table. The girl is standing under a tree. I'm wearing a jacket under my coat. A is above the line. B is below the line. The pictures are above the shelves. The shelves are below the pictures.